Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, January 24th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the first live edition of TNA Impact in 8 years, broadcast last night on Access TV and TNA Plus from Boeing Center at Tech Point in San Antonio, Texas. The main event saw Joe Hendry make the first defense of his newly won TNA World title, defeating a returning Matt Cardona.
Cardona! Gonna load him up, here we go! No. The standing ovation! Got him! Cover! Hendry turns away Cardona!
The match included outside interference against Cardona by JBL, who hit him with a clothesline from hell. The show also saw the return of Mustafa Ali, who made his return during a promo segment from Mike Santana and revealed his intention to become the next TNA World Champion.
But folks, there's work to be done. TNA needs great leadership. And I am that great leader. I want to give all of you something truly to believe in. So ladies and gentlemen, I am launching a campaign in which I become the next world heavyweight champion.
The NXT Tag Team title was defended inside a TNA ring for the first time as Fraxium overcame the challenge of the Rascals. The finish came when Nathan Frazier pinned Trey Miguel with an illegal assist from fellow NXT wrestler Wes Lee. Also on the show, TNA World Tag Team Champions Matt and Jeff Hardy won a non-title match against The System, and the team of Rosemary and Ash and Heather by Elegance defeated the team of Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich and Knockouts Tag Team Champion Spitfire when Ash pinned Danny Luna. Steph DeLander made her return to TNA, claiming to be the new TNA Digital Media Champion, holding the belt she claimed to have gotten from previous champion PCO when he parted ways from the company. DeLander's announcement came during a promo segment from Sami Callihan, who was attacked by DeLander's new boyfriend, Mance Warner. During a promo in which he attempted to explain his decision to quit TNA, Josh Alexander was laid out by the Northern Armory until the save was made by Eric Young. In ratings news, last Wednesday's AEW Dynamite was watched by 655,000 viewers on TBS, according to WrestleNomics. That's down from last week's audience of 679,000. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .19, slightly up from last week's demo rating of .18. Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club with matches taped last Wednesday and Thursday at the Andrew J. Brady Music Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. In the main event, Commander retained the ROH World Television title against QT Marshall. In tag team action, the Outrunners beat John Cruz and Rosario Grillo, and the Gates of Agony topped Jay Lucas and Teriyaki. In other results, Layla Gray defeated Marty Bell, Katsuyori Shibata went over Shane Taylor, Taya Valkyrie beat Lady Frost, and the Beast Mortos defeated Lord Crew. Marty Bell's longtime tag team partner Allison Kay appeared in a dark match, losing to Queen Aminata. And finally, in other TNA news, Frankie Kazarian is set to remain with the company as he has just signed a new contract, according to Mike Johnson. Kazarian, who jumped back to TNA from AEW in 2023, told Johnson in an exclusive interview, quote, "I feel great continuing my relationship with this company. In January 2023, I bet on myself. I made the choice to come back here because you can't tell the story of Frankie Kazarian without TNA. Since then, I've seen this company grow exponentially. Now we're about to do our first live television broadcast in 8 years. It's an exciting time to be here, and there's a lot of positive momentum," end quote. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page, and for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, and remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, Just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.